For decades, we've all been told the same thing. Find one good, safe job and just hang on tight. But what if that advice is just, well, completely broken? What if clinging to that one salary is actually the single riskiest thing you can do with your finances? In this explainer, we're going to fire up the income engine and show you how to build real, actual financial security.
Seriously, I want you to take a second and really think about that. We're all taught to see our main job as this fortress of security. But in today's world, that security can be a total illusion. A new boss comes in, the company decides to pivot, a single round of layoffs, and suddenly that safe foundation you build your life on, it can just disappear.
So picture this. Relying on just one job is like trying to balance your entire life on a one-legged stool. It's wobbly, right? It's totally unstable, and you're kind of in this constant, low-level state of anxiety, just trying to keep everything from toppling over.
All it takes is one little crack in that single leg. One bad performance review you didn't see coming, one corporate restructuring that you had absolutely no control over.
And just like that, poof, you're on the floor. 100% of your income totally gone. Maybe in a single 10-minute Zoom call. That's not security, folks. That is a single point of failure just waiting for something to go wrong. So here's the big idea. A second income stream isn't just about having extra spending money. No, it's a second leg for your stool. A third stream becomes a third leg. The real goal is to build a chair. That way, if one leg gets a little wobbly or even breaks, you are still perfectly supported. This is how you become financially anti-fragile.
So yeah, what we've just been talking about is the breakdown of this idea that so many of us grew up with. The myth of job security. It's time we stop treating a single paycheck like it's a safety net and start seeing it for what it truly is, a single massive point of failure.
Okay, so if the old model is broken, what's the fix? Well, it's all about shifting your entire mindset and tapping into the single most powerful tool you have, your income. For so long, financial advice has been all about defense, saving, budgeting, cutting back. But real financial power, that comes when you finally shift to playing offense.
Now check this out, because this is what's so fascinating. Playing defense by cutting your spending is super important, don't get me wrong, but it has a hard limit. You can only cut so much before you actually hit zero. But playing offense by increasing your income, there is no ceiling. The potential is, and I mean this, literally unlimited.
Let's make this super real for a second. Imagine you make $60,000 a year. After taxes, after all your expenses, you manage to save 15 grand. That's a 25% savings rate, which is awesome, by the way. But just watch what happens next.
You start a small side hustle. Nothing crazy. We're not talking about becoming a millionaire overnight. Just an extra $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. And now, this is the absolute key. You don't change your lifestyle one bit. You keep living on that same $45,000. Boom. Your savings rate just exploded. It jumped from 25% all the way up to 37.5%. You didn't have to cut a single coffee, you didn't cancel a single subscription, you just added more fuel to the fire by playing offense.
And the impact this has on your actual life timeline is just staggering. I mean, look at this. That one single move, that one little side hustle, has the power to cut your time to retirement by more than a decade. That is the life-changing power of focusing on income.
All right, so you're sold on the why. But what do you actually do? I get it. Not all side hustles are created equal, so let's break down the 4 main paths you can take to really start building that income engine.
This table lays it all out perfectly. First, you've got service. Think of this like getting a second job, but you're the boss. It's fast, you can start tonight, but you're trading time for money. Next up is product, kind of like a baker. You create something once and sell it over and over. Super scalable, but it takes upfront work. Then there's audience, like building your own TV network. It's infinitely scalable, but man, it is painfully slow to get started. And finally, you have the holy grail, system, the robot factory. This is the most passive and scalable of all, but it requires some serious skill or capital to get going.
Okay, seeing all those options can feel a little overwhelming, right? It's so tempting to try and build that robot factory on day one. But trust me, that's a huge mistake. The absolute best way to start is with that first path, service. We call this the Freelance-First path, and it's all about getting that first win on the board as fast as possible.
And here's the best part. You probably don't even need a new complicated skill. Your 9-to-5 job is a gold mine. So the action plan is dead simple. First, list 5 tiny things you already do at work. Second, reframe them as a professional service. And third, go find one person who will pay you for it. That first dollar you earn is the hardest because it breaks a mental barrier forever.
Let's look at some examples because this is where the light bulb really goes on. Do you manage spreadsheets? You're not just good at Excel, you're a data visualization expert. Do you write emails to clients all day? No, you're a B2B communications consultant. Do you edit videos of your kids' soccer games? Guess what? You're a short-form video editor. See how that little reframing changes absolutely everything?
Okay, so you're freelancing, you're making money, but you're exhausted. You've just created a second job for yourself. This right here is the next crucial leap. You have to turn your service into a product. You've got to stop selling hours. That makes you a commodity. Instead, you start selling a packaged result with a clear price and clear deliverables. You're no longer selling your time. You're selling a predictable, valuable outcome.
So you've done it. You've built an income engine. It's bringing in an extra $1,000 a month. Congratulations. Now, listen close, because this is the exact point where 99% of people fail. We have to talk about what you do with that money now that you have it.
You have to beware of the lifestyle creep monster. It's real. The second that first check from your side hustle hits your bank account, the urge to get a new car, a nicer apartment, it becomes overwhelming. But listen, a raise is not permission to spend more. It is a tool to buy your freedom faster. So here is the plan. We call it the Great Reinvestment. The rule is brutally simple. You continue to live on your original salary. Period. 100% of that new side income is now accelerant money. It goes directly into this pipeline. First, you annihilate high-interest debt. Then, you smash your savings goals, like a down payment. Then, you max out all your retirement accounts. And finally, you start building massive wealth in other investment accounts. This is the ultimate payoff. This is what it's all about. By holding your lifestyle completely flat and pointing every single new dollar towards your financial goals, you fundamentally change the entire timeline of your life. You literally turn a slow 50-year marathon into a 10-year sprint to freedom.
So that brings us to the final and most important question. You've seen the why, you've seen the what, and you've seen the how. Now it's time for you to take action. So look at your own skills, your own job. What is the very first leg you are going to build for your chair?